Chinese officials have been claiming the epidemic is under control in China, but many cities are going back under lockdown, suggesting a second wave of outbreaks. Why does the world know so little about the virus until it's too late? An internal document issued by the Chinese regime, known as Document Number 3, seems to explain. After China and Russia closed its border, Chinese citizens stranded in between. In order to prevent them from coming in, rewards offered to report anyone who enters the country. An anonymous tip alerting police to discover a nursing home in New Jersey overwhelmed with dead bodies. UK's foreign ministry says the Chinese regime will have some hard questions to answer. This as Beijing comes under growing scrutiny over its handling of the virus outbreak. Welcome to China in Focus. I'm Tiffany Meyer. A Taiwanese politician posted several documents online which suggest a second wave of outbreaks has begun in China. The documents from mainland China are urgent notices for 5 cities and 3 provinces, Hubei, Guangdong, and Hebei. Another notice appears to show one residential block in Wuhan has resumed lockdown because of an asymptomatic case. Authorities in another city in Hubei province have begun checking people's temperatures again after an asymptomatic case was confirmed. An urgent notice from a company in Guangdong says the virus is spreading again in its city and the situation is serious. It tells all employees to return to the company dorm and stay there. These are in addition to lockdowns in 2 districts in a city in Hebei province, which we reported on previously. Yesterday, we showed you the video of people waiting outside a hospital in Harbin City. A new video shows a residential block in the same city being sealed off with iron poles. The person taking the video says it's locked down again. In this video, a lady telling residents her residential block is now locked down. The on-screen text says, "There are no suspected cases in my residential block here in Harbin. I don't know why it's locked down again. This is really too hard for us." The situation inside China's northernmost province is worsening. Video shows thousands waiting in line outside the capital's main hospital. Chinese state media reveals the regime's cover-up by counting confirmed cases as asymptomatic, which don't get added in the official figure. A grieving son is looking for help to sue the Chinese Communist Party, whom he says is responsible for his now broken family. 400 years ago, a German village was spared from the plague by making a vow to God. But this year, the residents were unable to keep their centuries-old promise. In the U.S., hope for normalcy emerges. In line with President Trump's plan, some states may be ready to reopen in May. Welcome to China in Focus. I'm Tiffany Meyer. We recently reported a worsening situation in Heilongjiang, China's northernmost province. Now there are concerns about its capital city, Harbin. An April 13th video shows people waiting outside the Harbin Medical University First Hospital. The person taking the video says there are 5,000 to 6,000 people there. On April 15th, the hospital announced new confirmed cases, but didn't give any details. But just before the announcement, the hospital twice told state-run media that no one at the hospital was infected, calling the claims rumors. Chinese state-run media reported on April 15th that people are no longer allowed to dance or sing as a group in public parks in Harbin. Cats and dogs are also now barred from the parks. We heard in a previous interview that to keep the number of confirmed cases low, authorities were reporting confirmed cases as asymptomatic cases. Asymptomatic cases are not included in China's official virus total. Now we have direct proof from China's Xinhua news agency. It reported on April 9th that 2 people already showing symptoms of fever, cough, and physical weakness were recorded as asymptomatic patients by Heilongjiang CDC. The report was from April 9th, but the patients had been showing symptoms since the end of March. An April 14th video shows a person lying on the street and shaking violently in a city of eastern China. Nobody dared to go near them. Other videos from earlier in the epidemic showed similar shaking. China lifted the lockdown last week, but now more places inside China are starting a second round of lockdowns. A woman in Wuhan saw her husband tied up on the hospital bed before he died, as the hospital refused to treat him. Now the woman is left alone with her 2 kids. One Chinese province reports new numbers of imported infection cases on the same day, this in conflict with the official figures. A Senate committee is about to investigate the origins of the CCP virus pandemic and the worldwide initial response. Cases in one Chinese province. The health commissioner of Heilongjiang reporting 78 imported cases in the province as of April 12th midnight. But on the same day, the mayor of a border city in Heilongjiang says his city has seen over 200 imported cases. That's from March 21st to April 12th midnight.
目前呢，累计报告的这个确诊病例呢是243例。
The commissioner of the Federal Communications Commission, Brendan Carr, asked Chinese authorities to undisappear Dr. Ai Fen from Wuhan. Ms. Ai passed on medical diagnosis about the CCP virus to whistleblower Dr. Li Wenliang. A video has now appeared on Ms. Ai's social media account.
2020年4月13号下午2点半钟。
She's standing in front of the emergency building of Central Hospital of Wuhan. She says it's April 13th and that she's working as usual and everything is well. But no media can reach her or ask her questions. It's unknown if she made the video under pressure from the authorities. Since the outbreak of the epidemic, over 100 vaccines against the CCP virus have been put into development worldwide. Francis Pasteur Institute is working on a modified measles vaccine to trick the body into producing antibodies against the CCP virus. Telethon Kids Institute in Australia wants to find out if the tuberculosis vaccine can be helpful in combating the CCP virus. 2,000 healthcare workers will be involved.